Hello, I am a smidge early. I'm gonna do all my spiel and then I'll finish cutting this out as well. I've got some more new stuff to show you as well. I'm eventually getting it on the web. There's been so much to do since I came out of holiday. So I am Emma from Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts, and I have a website. It's emmashappyplace.co.uk, and I have a Facebook group which is Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts. Um, it's a very, very awesome group full of inspirational people. Join, it's lovely. I do ask some really stupid questions at the beginning, just to see if you're human or not. So whilst I'm waiting, if you've just come in, do follow, like, subscribe, all that jazz. It is free to subscribe on YouTube, so you just click subscribe, click the bell, and you'll get notifications when I go live. I've got some stuff to show you. I've got some new rice papers, and we're going to decorate a metal watering can tonight, or at least start it. I still can't find the resin bowl. I gave Michael a bag of stuff to give to his mum. I'm wondering if I've put it in there, because who knows? The placemat that turned into a bowl. Anyway, if I can't locate it, we'll do another one. Hi, Donna. I'm just a smidge early, so I'm just going to quickly trim this out to finish it off. I did spray it with water for some dumb reason, so it's a bit harder to cut out. You know how I like to do everything easy. I hope you have all had a lovely day. We have rain again, but I did get all of the holiday clothes eventually washed and dried yesterday, and some towels done today. So yay, before it rained, that is. Me and Bella went out and we got soaked. Hi, Stacey. Hi, Maureen. Hi, Gemma. Gemma, moles. Moles. I'll show you in a second. There's two new ones. A butterfly and a moth. I haven't got the moth, but I can show you the butterfly. I know you're looking for other kind of crafts to do. So decorating the watering can and moles. I'm just quickly doing this. I'm not going to do it all actually because it's already getting on a little bit. It's a bit fiddly. There we go. We're nearly there. Anyway, so the molds I put on Sunday, obviously I didn't have any to show you because everything's been last minute. This is it. It's a 3-day butterfly, and there's a moth as well. The moth's slightly smaller, so this is it. It comes in 3 parts. Now this bit I was a bit like, about. I think it's very, very cute. Nobody's missed the resin demold. What happened was I turned it over when it was partially set, when it was partially cured, right? So I turned it over and went, oh, I don't like it. So I panicked, took it out. I prefer YouTube. I'm on YouTube and Facebook at the minute. But you can watch on either or. I'm not live on TikTok. Can't do all 3 at the same time. So what happened with the placemat was I turned it over, decided I didn't like it, quickly unmolded it, and then made it into a bowl. Because I put the sea glass in, what happened was the resin split when it was drying, so it went all wrong. But I really wanted to show you because it still actually looks quite nice, and I was going to show you how I would fix it, but I can't find it. I thought I just took it to a different room, but it's vanished off the face of the earth. I've looked high and low for it. But this one is the butterflies and the moth. And I've made one out of the quick dry resin. And what it is, it comes in 3 parts. Now, it was the wings that attracted us to it mostly, because with the wings, possibilities are endless. And this bit here, it's quite cute though if you want to make them, like for kids' rooms or anything. And all they do is you make the 3 parts and then the slot together. Which, of course, because there's a camera on, it's going to be a nightmare to do. You just slot them together. It's so easy. And then I would glue them if you want them to stay together. But even just the wings with different kind of bodies and things. And it's a really, really quite a big mould. And the moth's just slightly smaller. It's Donna, yeah, I think I did. I had it in my hand before I went live. And I don't know if I gave Michael a bag of stuff and just chucked it in. I don't know what I've done with it. Don't know, but I will find it. So we will eventually find out. But I mean, this is the butterfly. And the moth is upstairs. So I'll have to make a moth and show you that on Thursday. But like I say, these here, possibilities are endless. So I was in Aldi yesterday. Oh, before I go any further, we've got wood green washi tape, and this is something special. So we've got apple tree, oak tree, and something else. So that is it there. But it's got like a slight sheen. It's lovely. So I think that's the oak. This one is the tree, which I've never heard of. That's on there as well. And that's like that. And then we've got apple tree, which is this one. I mean, can you imagine the possibilities with these? You could die cut them, everything. And they're not sticky on the back. You've got to peel the back off. But how cute are they? And imagine them die cut. You could put like 2 layers of it on a bit of card, die cut it, and do all kinds of things. So I love them. And then there's a couple more stencils that eventually I got on. And they are lost. Of course they are. One is a scallop. Oh, dear. A scallop like that. So it's mermaid tail, fish tail, whatever you want to be. Just all around. And then this mask, which we'll probably end up using tonight. But also, because I didn't have these tonight, these are the big A4. They come in a set of 4. Now these, do you know what I did with the skeleton leaf? These would be perfect to do that with. If you don't want to faff about with skeleton leaves, because I know a lot of people don't like them. So there's 4 in a set. Right, that's out of the way. Let's play. So this metal watering can is huge. And I got it from Aldi. And I'm going to start off by showing you what we're going to do. So these are the new rice papers. They are outline. You get 6 and 2 of each design. So basically they're an outline. You can do whatever you want over the top of them. Cut them out. Fussy cut them out slightly, or like just wet the edges and pull them apart. So these ones are wet the edges and pulled apart. And these ones are fussy cut. You can do whatever you want, whichever makes you want to do it. Whichever makes your life easier, basically. And I've started this onto here. So I haven't fussy cut these ones out, but they're dry, ready to paint. On one side, I'm going to turn it over and lift it up a bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray it with alcohol. Give it a good clean, basically, before we start anything. Because you don't know what chemicals are on, or what they've cleaned it with in the factory or anything. And it was only £6, I think, £5.99, £6.99. Wasn't expensive, but this you could drill some holes in the bottom, fill it up and put succulents coming out the top. Perfect gift. And I'm going to use a matte medium. Mine's extra heavy. You can use your whatever you want. Craft police or not, you can use whatever you want. If it's going to go outside though, I would recommend using acrylic based stuff and then using a good sealer. Oh, I'm going to pop some of the matte medium on here. And all we're going to do, so this one's almost, very almost, fairly fussy cut out completely. And this is more like a decoupage paper, I would say. It's a little bit thicker than rice paper. But I think actually, I don't know which one I prefer. It depends on what you find easiest, to be honest. I mean, I'm going to cover pretty much all of it anyway, so we won't see the outlines. And then I think coming off here, I'm going to have this one. And you know what? You can stop there if you want. Absolutely, that could be it. Just on the side, stopping there. But I like all the little buttercups and things. But the watering can, with it being metal, I was thinking, just from Aldi, it's not expensive. I was thinking it could be a gift. It could be... I'm going to have to do this one now, sorry. I've started those ones, or at least a little bit more of the weight off. Like I say, an Aldi, and it's quite a nice sturdy one. If you're going to use it though, you probably will need to use a very good like yacht paint, waterproof outdoor varnish afterwards. You can use any acrylic paint to actually decorate it with. But this way of doing this, because it's just easier, especially if you've got ridges and you're going around like a curved edge. These are absolutely ideal, but these can also go on wood, they can go on your paper, they can go on your journals, absolutely everything. And it's an outline ready for you to colour and do whatever you want with. Work your magic. So, has everybody else got rain? What's everybody had for tea? Tell me, tell me. Hi, Sheila. Hi, anybody else that's popped in and I've missed because my eyes are down. Oh, I'm going to pop this one in half. Because again, do what you want with them. Cut them down. Anything at all. That one can go there. And that one can go there. And then all I do is go over the top, just to make sure they're well stuck. And it won't take long to dry at all. This is a matte, so it will be completely matte to start with, like this side. Oh, side here. Okay, I need to clear a space. Oh. It's always the same, isn't it, with me? I've never ever organised or tidy. Is the brightness all right for everybody? Can everybody see all right? Because it looks a bit dull on my end. I'm just going to turn you on a little wonk so we can get in there. Yeah, I think that'll do. I've got my little mask. So acrylic paint is what we're going to start off with. Now, what do I have? And I'm just going to clear a space here so I can get the paint. Oh my gosh. You know, I need back in my room. At least I knew where everything was in that mess. All good. Excellent. So, any acrylic paints that you want. I'm going to build a palette of yellows, pinks, blue. I've got a white there. Blue, we need some green. And these can be any paints that you want, any acrylic paints. It can be the decoupage, it can be Daryl Rooney, whatever you want. This. Maybe some browns and things. Yeah, got these. And then even your postal pens and things will come in really handy. And then you want a selection of brushes. I'm going to go with smaller sizes to start off with, just to paint the flowers in, I think. And around the edges of the flowers, because I do want something going on around it to hide the white. So, let's go with, you know what, let's go with browns, greens and blues and things. And I'm going to make a palette here because me running off every 2 minutes must drive everybody insane. Because I know it drives me insane doing it. And now you can go to town with this. You can colour the whole thing if you want to. You can just do like the flowers on the front and just have them painted on. Whatever you like. Oh, it's chicken salad. Chicken salad. Swear word. The chicken sounds alright. Oh. Just making a palette here of a few different colours and things that I mix and match together. So I've got yellow, green, blue, burnt sienna and burnt umber. And I think we'll have a little bit white in case we want to mix. There we go. So this probably won't all get finished today, but it's a start. And don't worry about going over the edges too much with it, because any little bits like this, before you seal it, it'll easily come off. You could just take a cloth and a bit of alcohol. And again, your flowers, we're going to go back over it. So if you do go into one of the petals, don't worry about it too much. We will cover it, and that's a good thing about acrylics. They will cover over without reactivating. And just bringing in the yellows. And if you don't get right up the edge, again, don't worry about it. I could have painted the whole thing first and then just painted the backs of the decoupage paper, but that would be too easy. There we go, and we're going to have a stem coming down there as well. See this one here where it hasn't got a stem? I'm leaving a little bit there. The flowers are a brilliant size. There's loads and loads of different ones on the page as well. So you could easily just do this onto a card and paint them in. It doesn't have to be onto anything, but for home decor and things, this is just, it's ideal. They work really, really well. Let's see, I probably won't get all this done tonight. And acrylic paints will dry raised, so you don't need them to be totally smooth or anything. They will add texture as you go. And you can see I'm not taking much care, I'm just dotting and dabbing, because we're going to add other stuff on top of it as well. I'm probably going to go in with some stencils Then the Posca pens or acrylic pens, whatever you've got. It's completely up to you. Sorry, am I covering it? Come round. I can't paint left-handed. And I'll turn this. I don't know what I was going to do there, but that would be ridiculous. I'm already thinking the flowers are going to be like a pink anyway. So with the warmer background, they're going to look lovely. A little bit of blue in there. I'm just going in. Sorry, I'm concentrating. Hi, Dominique. Hi, Kelly. So these stencils, these decoupage papers will work absolutely fantastic with the kit I brought out on Sunday as well. And I will be using them all together at some point. It's just not enough time. Not enough hours to be... I could just go live all the time, couldn't I? Just live every day to get everything in that I want to do. So yeah, we're back to the old trick of it's not letting us send reminders to everybody. So if I didn't send you a reminder, I'm awfully sorry. But please do like and share on Facebook wherever you're allowed to do so, and give us a thumbs up, a like, share, subscribe, all that jazz that I keep waffling about. Just helps. Thank you. Oh, now a little bit more up here, and I'm being quite abstract with it. I'm adding in different colours in different places because we are going to add a lot more detail in as we go. Okay, I'm not fussed if I go over the flowers. We can easily go back in and bring them back to life. You're a lefty, are you? See, my Daniel's a lefty, and it's like, honestly, it's like watching a goldfish climb a tree, him doing anything. Even like opening, using a tin can, anything. But I do think women adapt better. See, Daniel's not very arty crafty, but maths, he's very, very clever, maths, science and all that. And I mean, he looks at me like I'm stupid, and I'm like, what are you talking about? At school, he always say, why can't you just spell? Like, why have I got to spell check everything? And I used to want to strangle him. But then when I seen him iron, I used to think, well, yeah, okay. I had to get left-handed scissors for him, left-handed everything, basically. I'm going to take it up quite far and quite further out, just because I want the whole can covered. It's going to be quite bright when we're finished, but I'm starting off with quite muted colours. Just so. And I'm purposely doing it, leaving brush strokes and things as much as I can. And this bit here, the spout, I might do a completely different colour. I don't know yet. Some things. Yeah, I eat left-handed, but everything else I'm right-handed with. It was always a thing when I was at my grandma's. It used to drive her crazy that I would eat the wrong way round. I mean, I think after a while she just got sick of telling us to use the other hand. There we go. So that is the start. It looks quite messy. I'm going quite abstract. And to be honest, right now, I'm thinking, you know, Van Gogh style. I'm going to turn that a little bit more that way again, so you can see. You see what's going on? And then dry the layers. All the layers, dry them in between. And that way, you won't just get mud. I mean, I am using browns anyway, but just drying them in between helps a lot. I'm just going to grab my little thing of water. I've put paper in my water, as you do. I'm not going to dry that off. I'm just going to pre-warn Belle so she doesn't have a meltdown. Just me. I'm learning. We're learning to work together. Do you like it? I'm quite, with these flowers here, I know they're not sunflowers, but, well, they could be sunflowers, to be honest with me, whatever you want them to be, because I don't know what they are. So this, on a canvas style, with the new paper plate, which we will get to eventually, it will just be lovely. This hand, me left. Oh, always me left for a wash. But I think that's more because I don't want to stop what I'm doing. Yeah, everybody I know wears it on the right as well. A little bit more. And be careful not to touch the metal if you're using a metal watering can, because it gets hot. I learned my lesson. Right, and then we're going to add some, what colour is this? Magenta. Let's have some magenta going on. Now I've got magenta in this and quinacridone magenta. So that's primary and this is quinacridone. And I think one's slightly more purple than the other. And I'm going in with this size brush, which is a size 5 apparently. And all I'm doing is, I'll turn you back, I'm going to load the brush up and then dip it in the end of the darker purpley one. And then, just like that. And again, we'll add all this detail back after, because acrylics, a lot of them are like semi-transparent. So you can do quite a lot of covering of them and you'll still be able to see the image underneath. So basically the decoupage papers are a guide more than anything, or you can just colour them as they are. And they will be quite 3D and I won't be able to dry it off straight away. This is why it might take a little while longer to do it, because I'm leaving it quite thick. I'll turn it again. Yeah. It's hard because I don't want to stick my hand over the top of it. But, and then this one, I'm going to dip it in the yellow just to see what happens. Just a little bit. Now there's loads of paint fusions and things which you can do. I've seen them. Heaps and stacks of crafters are doing it. This is my version. It's not really paint fusion, I'm just mixing two colours together. I'm dipping in the yellow first now. And then so I'm not going for perfect at all. There we are, it's starting to come to life. Yeah, maybe it is a crafty thing because we don't want to stop doing anything, do we, as we go. Right, so I'm going to go into here this time, into the pink, and then dip the end in the blue for this one. I'm sorry if you can hear us mouth breathing. I'm concentrating. Like, like a dog that's been for a run. Oh, I like this one with the blue bestest. Right. I do like this one with the blue. And then this one there, and then and don't worry about keeping it absolutely perfect. It does not need to be. Yeah, mixing the colours, you know, makes us very happy. Is everybody still doing the colour their world? I haven't actually had a chance to check. Do you know what it is? Everything's been in fast forward since I came back. I don't like it. I went on holiday and everything got busier. I do like it, actually. I don't mind it. But I'd rather be crafting than doing other stuff. Yeah, I say things that I really don't mind, you know. I just like to have a twist, I think. There we go. I'm liking that a lot. We'll see. I don't know why my phone feels so dark. And I'm going to stick that in there and grab another brush. Wash your brushes in between if you don't have a million. For some reason I think I do. Yeah, this is what I was aiming for. I don't want it to be totally perfect because, let's face it, I'm no fine artist. But I can do stuff that is quite easy. So I'm mixing a little bit of green in with that yellow, but leaving a little bit of yellow on the side. I don't know if you can see. And we're gonna just come in and add the leaves. And dip it in the blue as well, why not? So I'm just following around. Now I can still see the lines of where all the line art is. And then all the little white bits that I missed, we're going to fill in with the green. Yeah. And then this here, I'm going to add a stem, but again, don't overthink. I'm off the thing, can't you? Can't even see it. Don't overthink it too much, because at this stage you can go back in with pens, you can go back in with the alcohol pens and bring everything to life. So paint pens, alcohol pens, whatever you like. Put a couple of leaves up here, why not? And I'm going to come over to this side and put this stem in. I'm going to easily build up all the colours later. And told me no zombies. What have you been watching? What zombies? And crafty time is, oh, stuck my brushes in it. Crafty time is very important. I do miss you when you're not here, Jane. I missed you all when I was on holiday. But all I'm doing is where we've got a spiky leaf is I'm going in with the point of the brush and I'm adding just little brush strokes. I want to keep it in the style of the background, but I also want to be able to see the detail a little bit, so people look at it and go, oh, that's a leaf. Right. Nearly there. So I'm just mixing blue, yellow, green and a little bit of brown together to get some different shades. Just so it doesn't look like it's all one colour. Let's see. Nearly there. Don't fall asleep on us. And I am going to put the heat tool out and dry it as much as I can to see if we can get to the next bit. Because we know I've never been good at this prep lock. Ever. I think I'll have a little bit coming off here as well. And a bit there. Just to blend it in. Yellow. Do I have a different colour yellow? Not that one. This one. So the other one was called Deep Yellow. And this one is called Cadmium Yellow. Oh, have you started that again? Oh, well, are you watching it all the way through? Did you watch it? Have you watched it before? I don't know why I said again. That would be me. It's good, isn't it? Get proper addicted to the zombies. But here, I'm going to sort of tilt it and I'm going to colour in the buttercups. And these can be anything. I don't know if it has to be exactly buttercups. Oh. Be whatever you want them to be. Donna, you have to. Do it through the 6 weeks holidays. Just binge watch it while you're crafting. So, I love zombies. But that's a problem when I'm reading a book. Now I've got Audible. I don't need to sit down and read a book because nothing else gets done literally when I'm reading a book. I can be sat reading this book and I'm making tea and I'm standing reading the book. I sent me sister a voice message. Now, as I say, just about the subtitles. Yeah, Jane, that's what I do. I was thinking me and subtitles. I sent my sister a voice message earlier. I got some winter Crocs off her. And they're absolutely fabulous. Honestly, I thought the water would leak in. I went out with walking boots on the other day. Waterproof walking boots. And my feet were drenched. I went out with the winter Crocs on and I, bearing in mind they've got holes in the top, the Crocs, with fur in. It was very hot, but they didn't leak at all. Nothing got in. So, I don't know why I started colouring that in. Let's do that over with the green. There. There we go. So we've got the buttercups, we've got the big pink flowers. And then the middles I'm going to save. I am going to try and dry some off though, so I can at least start adding some detail and some stenciling. So bear with. Oh, that's going to fall. 2 seconds. Sorry. Just me again, Belle. Sorry. So you can see the texture on it. I don't want it to bubble and I don't want to lose the texture. So even if I can do a little bit of it, we can carry on with it on Thursday if you want. Or we can do another placemat. I'll do as close to the other one as possible and show you exactly what I did. On the Sunday, you let me know, because I think the ball's gone. For at least the next 4 years. Absolutely gutted. If you're on Facebook and you're on one of the group threads being shared to, you need to go to the Emma's Happy Place page for us to see the comments. I do try and look back for Facebook. The new Walking Dead? Is there a new one out? Am I missing like loads of stuff on the telly? Do I need to sit and watch the telly? Oh, anyway, back to what I was saying about leaving my sister a voice message. Honestly, it cannot understand Northern accents at all. Johnny, you know, I've sent you a voice message with it before. It was 5 times worse than that. Should be trying to decode it right now. Hopefully. That should do it. It might just be a film on the top, but a film on the top. Now, I was thinking of using this, but I don't think it's the right. Am I still here? Have you lost us? I don't think it's the right feel for the style I'm going for. So I think I'm going to keep that for next time, and I'm going with this. Can you still hear us? Hi, Joan. Still here, still. It's Grump. Honestly. It's like he knows what I'm doing. If you're coming into live, Michael, I'm live. Leave us alone. So I'm mixing white and brown together with the green, and white, brown and green, and I'm getting this kind of colour. And all I want is just to add, I'm going to go in with this, because I do like, and I don't want to add loads. And I'm not going in super hard, so it's set in stone what it is. I'm just adding a little bit of detail here or there, and that is just because I like it. So you can't necessarily see what the actual shape of it is. It's just a little bit of something in the background. Just like that. And we can go in with darker colours as well. And add in, oh, I've got a rectangle one here, a diamond one here as well. So it'll be like the metal gridding. And we'll add some yellow as well. And all of this will probably fade out as we go. And it'll just become a little bit of detail in the background. And a little bit over here. And you can even actually very lightly just pop it in and around where the flowers are, into the leaves and things. It's not going to make a massive difference, but it will certainly make it a little bit more interesting when you're looking at it. Well, it's just little bits of colour added here and there. And then I'm going to take another brush and do the middles of them. Oh, I want an orange or a red to mix with yellow. What colour's that? So I'm just finding a red or an orange. Actually, we'll use pink. It's looking pretty, isn't it? I'm loving it, I have to say. And I'm going to go in with the cadmium yellow. Any acrylics, as long as you've got a red, yellow, blue and green and white and black, to be honest, you can make any colour you want in the world. Now for the middle, what we've got here is I've just mixed a tiny little amount there. But what you can do to get a texture is, if you want it really textured, is add a smidge of corn flour. And mine is Aldi's own corn flour, literally, for that much paint. You just want a little bit. And it's just to make a texture. It thickens it up. We've done it before, we're making the texture paste, but I don't want it as thick as that. I just want it to be a bit raised. Just to make the middles of the flowers. And this probably will take a little bit of time. And it will make it opaque as well. Or more opaque. You can still see through it. I can still see it. You might not be able to on camera. But because this flower seems to indicate that it's got a fluffy centre, I drew it. You know. It indicates that it's got a fluffy flower. Actually, you know what? We'll go into these as well. I think that's the only one that's open, isn't it? Yeah, we'll go with that. So you can already see It's not loads of texture, it's just a little bit more. I'll try and dry it off so we can get the next step. If not, what I'll do is I'll completely stop and then we'll add detail in the next one. It does go well, doesn't it? The thing is with me, I'm very much more is more. Always have been. And if I don't like it, I would rather scrape it off and start again than not add it, because I don't learn anything by not doing it. Like the bowl, sorry, the poster, the face mask. We will do another one. And I did learn by not putting the sea glass in if you want to make it into a bowl. There we go, getting some bubbling as well. In the middle. Yeah, that bubble. There we go. And then Posca pens come out. What have I got next? Oh, I've got a black one. Oh, not been opened. This one is black, isn't it? Yeah. We'll start this one off. I've probably got one open, but we're going to do it anyway. Plant pot will work. I mean, I just got this one from Aldi. Literally, what it is the Royal Mail website is down. So I had to go and post the website parcels yesterday, because normally they pick them up. So I nipped into Aldi. Well, I went in for some lamb mince for Bella and came out with a watering can, some massive paintbrushes, some chalk paint, as you do. So for this, what I'll do is I'll probably let it dry a bit more, and you can still see the lines going through, but you're not, if it's got texture on, you're not going to be able to get it exactly the same. We're just adding, I probably could do with a thinner one. And then all we're going to do is, and you could leave it without the lines. I've got a thing about adding lines back in. It's completely up to you. But by the time we add the white highlights and things to it, you'll see a massive difference. Yeah, I'm happy with that. But I would wait. I'd probably, if I was doing this and I wasn't on Facebook and YouTube, I would wait until tomorrow. Just because the paint won't be totally dry. Yeah, this, like I say, it's watering can. I mean, I don't know what I want to do with it. I'll probably put it on the website, or I don't know what I'll do with it. I'll not have it in the house though, because I can't have anything nice in the house between Bird and Bella. The Bird mostly. He's destroyed more. He's destroyed door frames. He's destroyed carpet. Literally everything. So far, Bella was digging the settee and put a little scratch on it. And I don't know why she was digging. She likes to dig the garden as well. But, Kermit, I need a whole new sitting room carpet. Door frame, gone. So all I'm doing here is I'm adding in as loosely as you like the lines back in, because with the paint being textured, you're never ever going to get the same sort of thing. And I do this even when I'm painting stuff in watercolour. I tend to go back in and add the lines. I do it, I've always done it over as many things as possible. I go back in, add the lines back in. I just feel it gives it more definition. I feel it brings it back to life. And anybody can go over the top of lines. So I'm going to have a think of what else between now and Thursday I would like to do with this. If I feel it needs more, but... And the other side, even though this side here, when I started off, I cut them out like that. You don't need to fussy cut anything out ever, because this is what you can do. You can do this with paper. Obviously, it'll be more raised if you do it with paper. But there's my pen stopping working because I'm pulling up the paint. But see the paint on the end. I think we've done quite well there. I'll grab a white. I'm saying I'll grab a white. I'll grab something that resembles white. Maybe it's this, so it's not really stark white. It's quite a thick nib. So what I would do is I would just add little, rather than thick lines, I would just add dots and dashes. And then go back in. You can go back in with your paint, anything you want. See it come to life even more. And it just depends on what your style is and how much detail you want it to have, or how abstractly you want it, to what you do with it. You could completely paint this totally perfect and leave it as just coloured in images like that, which would be lovely. It would look absolutely lovely. However, this is very much me. But I am going to stop there because I don't want to lift the paint up and I don't want to spoil my pens. But for now, I'll pop a picture of how far that we're getting. And we'll continue on Thursday. I might do the other side to match. I want to show you this again before we go, if I find it. There it is. So this is the 3D butterfly mould. Now, I can make these, so if you don't like resin and stuff, I can actually make them so that you can just colour them yourself, paint them and things. But for me, when I seen it, I loved it. I didn't think I was keen on this bit. I love it when it's made up 3D like that. And obviously they'll stick on things. You want to colour that bit. This is just quick. But the wings, with absolutely anything in between on mixed media pieces, would be incredible. But let us know if you do want any making. I can do it for you. I can just make them with the cream plasticky stuff. Thank you so much. I did find some. See, to me, right, I like the Sharpie, the new pens that have come out, but they are £25 for 12 in Asda and not much cheaper on Amazon. These ones that I got on holiday were €2.20 each, so about £2 each. But if you do go on to Amazon and look up acrylic paint pens, they can't sell them if they're not acrylic and saying acrylic. So just try some of them. I prefer like a nib like this. So it's like a thinner nib. So it's thinner. This one is a 0.9 to 1.3 millimeters. So it's quite fine. Pens are really hard. I wreck so many pens. It's unreal. Poscas I always tend to go back to. I do. I always tend to go back to them. I don't know if I like the idea of them or what. But yeah. I'll have a look, Donna, and I'll message you with them. It is Amazon Prime Day today and tomorrow. I did go on. I didn't find many bargains. I found some of Bella's food that she likes to go on top of her dry food. I haven't found any crafty stuff though. If anybody does find anything good on Amazon Prime though, please do send us a link. I love a little bit of a bargain. But Donna, I'll have a look when I get off here, and if I see anything, I'll send you them. Because obviously it'd be rude not to have a look now. But the watering can, I'll take a picture of it so far, and Thursday we'll carry on for it. I'm going to continue looking for the bowl. Do check out the website, new kits, new rice papers and all that jazz. You know, because, you know, without that there's not this and all that jazz. But have a lovely couple of days. And I will see you on Thursday at 7 p.m. Messages if you need any help at all. I'm always about, never far, unless I'm busy with Belle, and then it just takes a little bit longer. Thank you for keeping us company. Lots of love, and bye for now. Bye.